Very good morning, everyone. In today's class, we are going to cover these topics: cognitive dissonance, AB relationship, human engineering, and job design. So, before we begin today's lesson, let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why some employees are highly motivated and satisfied while others feel frustrated even in good jobs? Or why some people say they love their company but still look for other jobs? To understand such workplace behavior, we need to study these topics like cognitive dissonance, attitude behavior relationship, and we can call it EB relationship, human engineering, and job design concepts such as job analysis, job enlargement, and job enrichment. So, why we need to study these topics? These topics are not just theoretical, they are extremely useful for every organization. So, let me explain why. So, first reason behind that one is understanding employee behavior, second reason is improving work efficiency, and third one is better job design and motivation. So, basically, if you talk about understanding employee behavior, that means the cognitive dissonance and EV relationship help the managers to understand why employees behave the way they do and how to create consistency between their thoughts, feeling, and actions. Next, we have improving work efficiency. That means the human engineering like work study, time study, and motion study helps in designing better workplaces that match the human needs, and also helpful to reducing the fatigue as well as saving time and improving productivity in the organization. Apart from that, third reason behind that, better job design and motivation. That means job analysis, job enlargement, and job enrichment help manager to assign the right people to right jobs and reduce boredom and make work more meaningful and satisfying. So in short, we can say that these topics help organization to achieve a balance between employee satisfaction and organizational efficiency. And that's why today's class is very important. So let's start with the first topic, that is cognitive dissonance theory. So basically, cognitive dissonance theory given by Leon Festinger in 1957. This theory explains that what happens when our beliefs or attitude and our actions don't match. This mismatch causes the mental discomfort called dissonance. For example, a person knows smoking is harmful. This is the belief of a person, but still smokes. This is the behavior that particular person shows for a smoke. This creates the inner tension. To reduce it, they might justify it by saying it helps me relax. So, ways to reduce dissonance. Dissonance, that means they try to reduce the discomfort. First way they say this thing like I have to change my behavior by quitting smoking. And second way is to reduce the dissonance, change belief. It's not that harmful. Okay, and third way to reduce dissonance, add new belief. I exercise, so it's balanced. So, in workplace terms, if an employee believes their job is very important but feels underpaid, they may experience dissonance. To reduce it, they might justify saying, I am gaining experience or decide to leave. So, in case of managerial use, it helps the manager to understand the attitude change and maintain employee consistency through fair policies and motivation. Second topic we have measurement of EB relationship. So next let's talk about the attitude behavior relationship. This concept studies how closely a person attitude is related to their behavior. For example, if an employee has a positive attitude towards teamwork, they are more likely to cooperate with others. However, the attitude does not always lead to matching behavior. Sometimes people act differently due to social pressure, rules, or fear of losing their jobs. And these are the methods of measuring attitude and behavior. So first method we have survey or questionnaire. It is very helpful to measure the attitude. And second we have observation or performance data. It is also very helpful for measuring the attitude and behavior. Third, we can measure the attitude and behavior by using this method, correlation analysis, where we basically check how strongly both are connected, attitude and behavior. In the organization, a strong AB relationship means attitude are consistent with performance. This helps to predict the employee behavior and job satisfaction. Okay, now let's move to human engineering. It means designing machines, tools, workplaces according to human comfort, ability, and safety. Instead of forcing people to adjust to machines, we design machine to suit people. And the purpose of human engineering is to improve efficiency, comfort, safety, and job satisfaction. Human engineering include three important studies. First we have work study, second we have time study, and third we have motion study. So let's understand these one by one. Work study, that means it's a general study of how a job is done and how it can be improved. It's it helps to identify the unnecessary steps and make work more simple and faster. For example, changing the layout of a workstation so that tools are closer to the worker and saves the time and effort. Okay, second we have time study. That means this is very helpful to measure how much time a standard worker should take to complete a specific job. If one worker packs a box in 5 minutes and another one take 8 minutes to pack the box, then manager can set a standard time of 6 minutes for all. It helps plan overload and evaluate performance. Third, we have motion study. This study observes the movement of worker while doing tasks, and its aim is to remove unnecessary and wasteful movements. For example, a typist uses the shortcut to save mouse movement. That's motion efficiency. In factories, arranging machines properly reduces body strain. Okay, so if we in short term, if we talk about the work study, it is basically focus on overall job method, and the purpose of work study is to improve efficiency. And second type we have motion study, and it basically focus on time per task. And purpose of time study is to set standard time for particular work. Third we have motion study. It is basically focus on movement of worker, and it is very helpful to eliminate waste. Next topic we have job analysis and job enlargement. Next, job analysis, it means collecting detailed information about a job to know what it involves and what skills are required. It has two main parts. First we have job description, and second we have job specification. In job specification, we basically include these things like duties, responsibilities, and work conditions. And in job specification, we include these things: skills, educations, and abilities needed for a particular jobs. And in jobs description, we identify what are the duties, what are the responsibilities, what are the work condition for a particular job. For example, for the post of customer care executive, if we talk about the job description here, so here the job description is handle customer calls, solve complaints, maintain record. But in case of a job specification, the candidate should be graduate, good communication skills, and have patience. And these basically job specification and job description helps in recruitment, selection, training, appraisal, and job design. Next topic we have job enlargement. Job enlargement means giving an employee more tasks of a similar nature to reduce boredom and increase variety, but without changing responsibility or pay. For example, a receptionist who also handle record filing and email responses. It's a horizontal expansion, more tasks at the same level, and the purpose of job enlargement is to reduce monotony and make work more interesting. Next topic we have job enlargement. So finally, job enlargement job enrichment focus on giving employer more responsibility, decision making power, and opportunities for growth, and it add depth to a job, not just variety. For example, instead of only entering data, a clerk is allowed to analyze data and suggest improvement. Now they feel valued and more motivated. The purpose of job enrichment to make job meaningful and increase employee satisfaction and commitment. Okay, so come to the summary of all the topics that we already discussed in the previous slides. First topic that we discuss in today's class is cognitive dissonance. That means mental tension from inconsistent thought and actions. For example, smoking through knowing it's harmful. And what is the purpose of cognitive dissonance? To understand attitude change. Second topic we have AB relationship. Here we basically identify the attitude and behavior relationship between the two. For example, positive attitude in the teamwork. And purpose of AB relationship is to predict behavior of the employees. And next topic we have work study. So work study, that means we talk about the overall job method. For example, rearranging layout, and its purpose is to improve efficiency. Next we have time study. That means measuring tasks on time. For example, 6 minutes per box is the standard time to complete a work. Next we have motion study. That means here we talk about the work movements, and it is basically for the purpose of save energy. Next we have job analysis. Here we basically studying the job details. For example, job description and job specification. And the purpose of job analysis is better HR decision, to take a better HR decision. Next we have job enlargement and job enrichment. In case of job enlargement, adding more tasks in the same level, for example data entry and emails. And the purpose of job enlargement is to reduce the boredom. But in case of job enrichment, adding more responsibilities, for example data entry and analysis. And the purpose of job enrichment is to increase motivation. So come to the conclusion part. So basically these topics may seem difficult, but together they help organization to create a perfect balance between people and performance. Cognitive dissonance explains how to keep employee mentally consistent and satisfied. AB relationship helps predict the behavior from attitude. AB, that means the attitude and behavior relationship. Apart from that, human engineering ensures that the workplace suits human needs, and job design technique like analysis, enlargement, and enrichment help make jobs efficient, interesting, and motivating. So, understanding these concepts helps the manager to create happier employees and more successful organization. So, thank you so much. That is all about for the today's class. Bye bye. Take care. Keep learning. Keep smiling.